Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Catherine and this is So Much Sewing. So Much Sewing is all about my home sewing adventures, all about what I get up to here in my sewing room. Today I'm just going to tell you about a few things. I've got a current project I'm working on. I've got a couple of fabrics I'll show you that I'm wanting to use up pretty soon. I will tell you about a new pattern that I purchased. Well, it's not new, but it's new to me. And then there is a new release pattern that I love the look of. And so I am tossing up whether I will buy that one as well. But first of all, I will say thank you very much for all your lovely comments on my last video. I just said I was feeling meh. My mood was low. You know, just not a good time. I'm still not feeling amazingly great. You know, sometimes these things take a while to come right, but that's all right. As a lot of you said, there's a lot of it going around at the moment. There's some awful things going on in the world, and sometimes you don't even need a reason to feel a bit low. It just is. So I know you all out there understand fully because a lot of you are feeling the same way, and I got some really gorgeous messages from you that really made me smile. So thank you so much. You did cheer me up, and you know, hey, it's really first world problems, isn't it? Yeah, that is life. And I also have to say, please excuse this awful hair at the moment. I'm trying to grow it out a little bit. I've got these crazy wing things because it's really short hair and I'm growing it here. So there's these crazy wings that keep sticking out and they're driving me nuts. I'm trying to stick them to my head. I do have a hair appointment on Thursday. It's Saturday today, so I cannot wait for it, and hopefully my stylist can figure out how we can grow my hair down without looking like I've got big wings on the side of my head. But anyway, another first world problem, isn't it? And the other thing is I've got my old glasses on today. I got new glasses probably at the start of this year, but a few weeks ago I dropped them on the ground. I dropped them face down on some gravel, and I did get a big chip in the lens right about here. There were a few other little chips, but that's the one that was the worst. And I persevered with for 2 to 3 weeks. I thought, I can't, I have to try and live with this if I can. Surely it's not that bad, but for my job, I work on the computer all day, every day. And so I was finding, and it really just came to a head yesterday, by the end of the day, my eyes were so irritated. I could obviously see that there, in my field of vision, and it was just really causing me a lot of eye strain. So I bit the bullet, called in my insurance policy, and today I went and got some new glasses, so hopefully they'll be here in a couple of weeks. But in the meantime, back to the old ones, which, they still work fine. So I'll tell you about the current project that I'm working on. It is this Simplicity pattern 5657. It's actually, does it say it's for young people? I don't know, it's got young people on the front. As you know, I'm not a young person, but the sizing is fine. It's a 17/18 up to a 23/24, which is kind of weird sizing, but my measurements put me at a pretty much a size 19/20, but I've actually opted to make a 21/22 because this has a zip down the back. And I don't want to zip. I don't want to faff around with the zips. I can't remember the last time. Oh, my cashmere moto jacket was the last time I put a zip in. And the time before that was many moons. I can't say that. I can't be bothered with a zip. And I just like to pull things over my head. I like easy, comfy dressing. I don't want to have to reach around and try and do a zip up. One of my issues at the moment is I haven't been diagnosed with it, but I'm pretty sure I've got frozen shoulder. So I've got a lot of pain, and sometimes I find it difficult to get around and even do my bra up. So yeah, I don't want to faff around with having to reach around and do zips as well. So long story short, this is the one I'm making here. Yeah, that is the one I'm making. And I'm making it out of this fabric. It is actually, apparently it's a French silk. I bought it a long time ago. I feel like it was from Drapers. I feel like it was, but I could be wrong, because I bought it probably during lockdown, I would say, or yeah, probably during lockdown. But it's this really sort of densely woven and very shiny. No, it's not very shiny. It is a bit shiny. It's quite slippy. It's got a very cool hand to it. And it's 100% French silk. I don't know why I bought 100% French silk when I was really only 2 or 3 years back into sewing, even if that, when I bought it. So I mean, I've sewn all my life, but there's been big periods where I haven't sewn, and I had gone through a big period where I hadn't sewn. I started up again and thought, oh, I know, I'll buy some French silk. Anyway, it's been in my stash for a very long time, and I thought I would use it. So I'm partway through that. I've constructed the bodice. As I say, I've made it a little larger, so I don't need to put the zip in. I can just pull it over my head. So far, it's going pretty well. It's a little bit slippy, obviously. So I have done some unpicking, but you know, I'll probably talk to you more about that when I've finished it and when I can show you the end result. So the other thing I wanted to just chat to you about was some fabric that I've been wanting to make up for a while. And you know, I've got a ton of fabric sitting in the cupboard over there, a ton. I was very surprised a couple of weeks ago when I wanted to make something out of rayon to realize that I really didn't have any or much rayon left in my stash. I do have a rayon crepe, sort of a heavy, not heavy, but sort of medium weight crepe. I think there might be some sort of cotton lawns and voiles that are quite light and drapey, but I didn't really have any viscose for the desert dress that I want to make. So that is on my radar, to make the desert dress or the desert top, which is a new release by the Sewing Revival. And the Sewing Revival is actually a New Zealand sewing pattern company. I don't know if you realise that, but yep, they are New Zealanders, just like me. And so, yeah, that is on the back burner. Actually, I did buy some fabric online just before I started filming, a rayon fabric to make that desert dress out of. So that will be here. Maybe I'll be able to show you next week, or it might not be till the week after. And then I just thought, look, I need to actually it's really been quite difficult to decide what things to make and what to make these things out of. So I thought, look, I'll just grab some fabric. Maybe that's the way to do. Grab some fabric and then decide what to make with that fabric. I can't go wrong. I bought the fabric. Mostly I still love it. You know, some of it over sort of a period of 5 or 6 years, you do fall out of love with it as it's sitting in your cupboard over there. But so yeah, I'm just grabbing some fabric and I'm going to use that fabric. And so the first fabric is this textured linen. There's no stretch in it. There's some sort of mechanical stretch just because of the nature of it, I think, because it's quite crinkly, or maybe there is some stretch in it, I don't know. But that's vertical anyway, rather than horizontal across the body. And I've washed this and dried it in the dryer to give it that lived-in, lovely crumpled look. This fabric, I'm very sure that I got this from the Fine Cloth Company quite a number of years ago. The Fine Cloth Company is in Wellington, New Zealand. And I'm sure that's where I got it from. I've got quite a bit of it, but what I plan on doing, I've got probably 2 meters, not a huge amount, so about 2 meters. So probably what I'm going to do with it is there's probably going to be some leftovers, unfortunately, but I just want to make like a crop top to go over my slip dress. I know the blacks are quite different from each other, but look, I don't care. I don't worry about that. So I think some kind of loose, baggy, shorter top. I'm going to have to put my thinking cap on and come up with something for that. And then the other fabric I have is also black, and I'm also very sure this came from the Fine Cloth Company in Wellington. It's a sort of a jacquard, kind of a jacquardy type print. No, not a print, obviously. Jacquard is woven into the structure of the fabric. It's so soft. It's a medium weight cotton. It's 100% cotton, and I have always been torn about which side I would use. I really quite like that textured side there, but I think that's really supposed to be the wrong side. Yeah, looking at the selvage, I believe that is the wrong side. But I've never been one to follow the rules, so I might just well use that side. If I was making something a bit, not fancy, but a bit more dressy, I probably would use that side because I think that probably looks a bit dressier, a bit nicer. But I think I've got 3 meters of this. I do. I've got 3 meters of this. So I suppose I should use it all up and make a dress, which I could do. I think that would look great as a dress. Or I'm starting to think quite seriously about making trousers. I have made trousers, excuse me, while I get this sorted. I have made, oh, sorry, gosh, everything's, yeah, and I've made the almost long trousers by the assembly line, and I love them, and I hate making them, but I love wearing them. But they've got pockets that in the front that I don't want. I don't want pockets. I want a pocketless pair of trousers. So I'll have a look at the pattern and see if I can easily eliminate the pocket, if I can just, join the pocket. You know what I mean? Join the pieces together and eliminate the pocket. Or perhaps I'll find another pattern. I want them to be reasonably not slim fitting, not skinny pants. This has got no stretch in it, this fabric, so they can't be too close fitting. But I like the idea of a cigarette pants that are sort of maybe 7/8 long, maybe a little bit shorter, but not too slim fitting. So, I mean, that's a plan that I have. Pretty loose plan, to be fair, but, you got to start somewhere. And so the pattern that I purchased recently, and I feel like I need to make up pretty soon because, we buy the patterns, don't we, and then we put them on the computer and we leave them there, don't we? Well, I do anyway, but I need to use this pattern. It's the Studio Tunic. I think it's really cute. I've had my eye on this for so long, and I really don't know why I haven't bought it before, but I can see this being, I think it would be well worn in my wardrobe. And I think it's pretty versatile because you can put long sleeves under it, short sleeves under it. If you're the kind of person who wears sleeveless tanks, I think that would look really great under it as well. It's really useful because it's got those great pockets on it. You've got different options for the pockets you can put on. And yeah, I mean, there's a picture here of, is it Meg? I think it's Meg who is the owner, perhaps designer of So Liberated. She's got a giant book in her pocket. Yeah. I like the idea of being able to put a big book in my pocket. So yeah, that is actually going to be made up. Oh, is that going to be really good for my linen? Did I even tell you it was linen? Anyway, it's linen. Maybe that's going to be great for my linen. Yeah, I'm going to think about that. So the new release pattern that caught my eye is the green style serge pullover or sweatshirt. It's got some very interesting features. I mean, it's the wrong time of year for me to be buying this at the moment because we're going into summer, but when has that ever stopped me from buying a pattern, I suppose? I really love that big full neckline there. You can either put a zip up the side of the neck, which we all know I'm not going to do because we've just talked about knee and zips, but you could also just do a little split there. You can leave it open or you can sew it all the way up. It's got really lovely little pin tucks in the cuff, and it also has pin tucks at the bottom of the bodice before it goes into the band, the hemband. So I think those are really nice details. You can make it cropped, of course. You can make it longer, of course. They say you can make this in French terry, sweatshirt fleece, Polartec Wind Pro ribbed sweater fleece. Well, that was a mouthful. So it should have some body for the collar. But yeah, so I really love the look of that pattern. I probably should buy it or I'll forget about it. But then I might buy it and put it in my digital library and forget about it. I don't know. So there we go. That is really everything I wanted to talk to you about today. Just a little bit of a sewing bits and bobs catch up. As always, I hope you guys are doing really well. I hope you're getting lots and lots of sewing done. Hopefully we'll be able to finish, I'm looking at it over there on my ironing board, hopefully I'll be able to finish this slip dress on Monday. It's a long weekend here, Labor Day, so today is Saturday. Tomorrow we're going out for the day. We're going over to Akaroa, which is an absolutely beautiful part of Canterbury, a sort of a little French settlement from way back in the early days of when New Zealand was first settled. So we're going to go over there for a drive, my husband and I. And so hopefully Monday I will get to finish that slip dress. Look after yourselves, stay safe and well. Thank you so much for your support and for being here. I really appreciate it. You guys are fantastic. Thank you for being you. And I'll see you next time. Bye.